don't know if you know who I am. I don't know if you know a lot about ITEC 451 LLC. That's the company I work for.
Okay.
Do you know anything about us or?
A little bit, yeah, but if you could just kind of fill me in on some of the basics, that'd be great.
Okay, so we're a commercial plumbing distributor right here out of Kearney. Roughly, we got 15 guys in the office, a couple part-time guys as well.
Yeah.
We mostly specialize in commercial plumbing products, pipe valves and fittings, fixtures, toilets, things like of that nature. Can you tell me a little bit about your business too? What you guys are about?
Well, we're the best company around. I mean, you know what we do. So I mean, we strive to be the best, and I feel like we are the best. But I mean, I don't got a whole lot of time here, so I guess I was kind of thrown in this meeting last minute. What do you need from me today?
So basically, I don't know if you talked with Alejandro or not. We met once. He kind of gave me a few problems that you guys were having. We kind of talked through them. One of his big things was having inventory space to hold product for you guys for a certain amount of time. I told him in that meeting we could probably do it for a year. And that's kind of where we're at a set price. We're running a business too, and we want to protect ourselves as well as protect you guys. Is that something what's your current situation with having products, I guess?
As far as being able to.
So what's your warehouse size? I guess I should ask first.
Well, based on the projects we have, we're already completely at capacity. And we've got another supplier who is stating that they can hold it for at least a year and a half, if not 2 years. So I mean, I think I'm already at the point where I'm about ready to make a decision. Because they have committed to that. Because I mean, a lot of the projects we're working on are going to last a year or more, and based on manpower, I don't know if a year is really going to cut it for us.
I gotcha. And then, how big's your shop in total? I guess how many guys you have out there?
We have about 6 guys.
Is that primarily work in Kearney or surrounding area?
As far as
where you guys like most of your projects are at, I guess.
So when you say shop, you're talking about guys just like in the shop who are working in the shop, prefabbing?
I guess I mean guys out in the field, actual plumbers putting the stuff together, doing all this.
So we got 6 guys in the shop who are dedicated strictly to prefabrication, and then we have about 15 guys who are out in the field who are dedicated to just being field guys.
Okay.
So yeah, overall we got about 20 or more guys under our belt. Yeah.
And then what's your guys' delivery, or how do you guys mostly get products? Are you guys going to pick them up? You guys getting them delivered? How does that mostly work for you guys?
Well, kind of like what you were proposing earlier, as far as being able to keep material on hand. Depending upon the project demands, we'll keep it staged at a facility, and then our current suppliers will break it out by phase. So if we're on a certain phase of a project on a certain floor, they'll be able to phase it as we need it, and then they just deliver it directly to the job site or the shop based on how we're building it.
Okay. And that's kind of a lot of what we do as well, is we'll put it in different stages, and that way we're able to not just have this whole mass of products in one area, really in the warehouse. I guess some of the other questions I have is, are you on good terms with your current supplier? Are things going well? Are you having any issues?
I guess it depends on who you talk to. What have you heard?
I haven't really heard too much. I actually don't even know who you guys are going through right now.
We primarily go through Ferguson.
Okay.
That's our main supplier.
And that's going pretty well right now in your eyes, or?
Yeah. I mean, they've got a massive warehouse in Omaha, so stuff for the most part is delivered to us same day if we let them know early enough in the morning. They've got a massive warehouse in Waterloo as well, and nationally they stock a lot of what we need. So typically, if we can't get it in 24 hours, we've got it in 48.
Okay, so you're getting products all the way from 2-3 hours away every day, kind of.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, and that's, I guess that's something that we can kind of step in and help as we're right here locally in town, you know, we have people that live in the community that work for us. And we have products here right now. You can stop by the shop whenever. And we also deliver within 2 hours, it's free. And then past that, we usually will throw on a flat charge of $15, let's say. But
so what I've been doing with our current supplier is we basically put it out for unit price contract bids once a year or 2 years, depending upon how the contract is written up. And they basically guarantee our price for those 2 years. So basically, if we just need like quick counter stuff, quick orders, you know, stuff that wasn't ordered in advance, our price is set and we don't get charged delivery fees. Because that just gets eaten up on a job. Like if I have a guy driving back and forth, or if I just need like 1 or 2 things and we get all those flat fees, I mean, that really cuts into our margin.
Yeah, that's something else we do is if we have a certain job where we're supplying all the material or 95% of the material, say, we'll take that fee out of there just because we have that job, if that makes sense. So they're keeping those flat fees through even the current markets, you know, they're kind of volatile.
Well, a lot of times I don't even know what material I need depending upon the job. I mean, it could be, I mean, I'm bidding half the time off of 50% design documents. So how do we figure that out on the front end? Because a lot of times I'm not even gonna know what material I need.
Okay, so it's kind of a day by day deal.
Yeah,
where...
right. That's why we do the unit price contract bids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's your relationship as far as the fixtures go, the fixtures piece? Are you having to take customers down there to their shop to see all their different toilets, faucets, sinks, stuff like that? No,
I'm not doing that personally.
But is your company having to do that, or are they just going down there by themselves?
We typically let just the architect select that, and that's handled mostly between the architect. I mean, they'll tell us what they want, and we just kind of go by what the spec says.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Something we've started doing is offering a virtual showroom, if you will, and we allow our customers, you can basically go to them and take iPad, laptop, and show them all the different fixture options and allow them to kind of choose, and then you're able to put those in our system, then we're able to order those right away to get it on time. So that's one of the added values, I guess, we're trying to promote right now to, you know, enhance the customer's experience and help you guys out as well.
Right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about this.
No worries.
The other biggest thing that we were kind of curious about is warranties, because I'm actually dealing with a warranty issue right now, and I'm pushing it back on the manufacturer, and the manufacturer is pushing it back on us, saying that we didn't install it properly. So how are you going to support us if something goes wrong with the product?
As far as that goes, so most of the time, the way we handle our warranties is you bring them to us and then we'll go to the manufacturer, and then in that scenario, we'll take a look at it and say, you know, if the manufacturer's in the wrong, you know, we'll cover that cost, because we're not trying to be business partners. This is like, it should be a friendship between the two of us almost, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
I'd rather make money.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole goal. I mean, we'd both rather make money, but if we can have fun and enjoy each other in the process, that's kind of where we're at. Is so I guess at the end of the day, we'll cover that cost if we believe that, you know, it truly is the manufacturer's fault. Now, if it comes back and you guys actually did install it not right, I mean, that's a different story. We'd have to talk more about that, you know.
Right, but see, my guys don't ever install the shitting.
They don't miss.
No, they don't. So that's the problem that I'm dealing with right now.
So yeah, I guess I'd have to see the actual scenario you're in right now to give you a clear answer on that.
Yeah. So are you gonna go out there, or is the manufacturer gonna go out there?
Probably both. I would definitely step out there and then bring them out there with me as well.
Right.
And take a look at it and kind of probably all three of us from the job site.
Dude, the other thing is too, is that right now, commercial's looking good, but we're slowly starting to see that this is only gonna last for probably another 3 years. And I mean, I've got to keep these guys employed. So I'm starting to chase a lot more industrial work as well. How do you guys support those markets?
As far as just industrial work in general, you're trying to go completely away from commercial?
No, I'm just saying it's good to kind of spread our chips a little bit. And we're getting a lot more plant work than we've seen a lot in the past, because people are starting to see the work that we do on the commercial side, and just through some of that work that we have put out. We've got a lot of plants who are asking us to go in there and support those projects as well. And that's another thing that Ferguson does really well, is they have a very large industrial arm. It's the Wolseley company. So they support us really well on that end as well, on that aspect. So how could you guys support us in the industrial side? Because I don't want to call up a plumbing guy and say, hey, I need a 5,000 pound coupling for a steam application, and he doesn't know what the heck I'm talking about.
I get you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, completely. And that's so we're already we're branching out to the mechanical side already a little bit, which is kind of the same realm, you could say. But at the end of the day, if our customer tells us, hey, we're going to start moving towards this and we're going to start making money here, we'll follow that. If you're starting to need different products, we'll start getting those in, start supplying different options for you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
You got to constantly adapt if you want to survive.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of our mindset as well.
Well, what are you guys doing today in the industrial markets?
Not a ton at the moment.
Yeah.
That's something that hasn't been brought to us. We're working with a lot of plumbers, commercial plumbers, so we haven't really had a need to do that yet. That's something that we could start implementing now and start training our people on, so we can get a grasp on that.
Is your company globally though?
No, we're just locally centered in Kearney right now.
Okay. How many locations do you have?
Just one.
Just one?
Yep, ITEC LLC.
Because we do projects that are not just in Kearney, we do them all across the state. So I mean, I know you can support me in Kearney here, right? But I'm talking about if I'm wanting to expand, how are you guys going to support me if I am 3 or 4 hours away?
Well, and
how's that going to impact my delivery fees?
Kind of the thing we're trying to do too is we're trying to expand too.
Right.
We would like to have the whole state go all the way west past North Platte and all the way east almost to Iowa. That's our goal at the end of the day. Right now, it's more or less, we go to about York and about probably right at North Platte, but we'd like to keep expanding that. And then as far as delivery goes, we already have 15 guys that work full-time and a few warehouse guys. So we have the manpower to do that. It's just a matter of getting that business out there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Why York and North Platte though?
Those are just two of the points that we kind of made it to, right around those areas.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So you're planning on having locations set up in those areas?
Eventually, we'd like to have more than one location.
Yeah.
More than 10 locations, but
right.
It's all a process.
Right. Because we're already being approached by some larger companies who are wanting us to chase work in some of the Lincoln and Omaha areas. And it's large data center work. And just based on the type of work that we do, we're going to start chasing that as well. And we're trying to kind of figure out in the next few years how we're going to find people who are going to be able to help support us on those projects.
As far as suppliers go, and that could be us is down in the future here. We'd like to, build on what our customers are doing and, be able to be there for them and supply them, especially with the people that we've been in business for a while.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you got? I guess what was your plan today? What did you want to get accomplished?
I guess I kind of just wanted to
Excuse
touch.
me, Mr. Cullen,
Yes.
you have another appointment next.
Oh. In the next 2 minutes here?
No, your person is waiting for you outside.
Oh, okay.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.